What is up, YouTube? This is Dave back again with another episode of my YouTube channel. Merry Christmas, Happy Thanksgiving if you're into that sort of thing. I got my Santa mug out already. It's before Thanksgiving because I'm not really into that sort of thing, but I really look forward to the Christmas time and just having time off and the day to reflect, refresh, be thankful, and realize that how blessed we really are. I think a lot of us are a lot more blessed than we think we are if we just sit down and just reflect and think about it and quiet ourselves. Here we go. This video is going to be a quick tip. Just some tips on how I use some of my flash gear in ways that it probably wasn't intended to be used, but it's pretty cool and I wanted to share it with you guys. So stay tuned. Roll the intro. All right, today we're going to talk about one of my favorite little flash accessories. The JCC standard HOTSHOE adapter that has the 3.5mm port on one side and a PC sync port on the other side. This particular one has a hot foot as well as a HOTSHOE. You can also get this unit without the hot foot. Just has a 1/4-20 threaded hole on the bottom instead of the firing foot. I would recommend that version if you're going to use it on something like the Hasselblad camera or like the Chamonix 4x5 camera, because you don't need to fire from here because the cameras are going to be connected with a cable that would go from this port, and then you would connect it from here, and then you would connect it up to your camera, and then you would put your Godox trigger on top of that, and then boom, it can fire your Godox flashes, your flashpoint flashes, your whatever flashes you have. If you don't have this kind of trigger, you could also use the simple trigger like this kind that doesn't have a way to connect a cord. You can get a cord on there and connect it and fire it that way as well. So it's good for those uses. The other use that I like to use it for is this particular one with the hot foot as a pass-through on some of my cameras. Like this is a Pentax GR1 and doesn't work with the Godox trigger I have here because this is for Olympus, so they don't really talk to each other. If I put the trigger straight on the camera, nothing happens. The camera will not fire it because the pins are touching pins on the camera's HOTSHOE and it doesn't understand Olympus, so it just won't fire it at all. But if I put this little guy in between the two, not only does it raise it up nice off the camera where I can get my hand in here better, it also will fire because now there's only one point of contact here and it doesn't have all the pins. So that'll actually allow the Godox trigger to work with this flash without doing anything weird. I mean, originally I had put tape over these pins so that it wouldn't make contact, and that worked as well. But this is a better method. You don't have to put tape over the port on there, the contacts, so that it works like that. So that's another method you can use it. You could also use it for any other camera where you just want to raise this up. This older trigger is really low profile, so on some cameras, if you put it on here, it could be a dial or something in here that you can't see or get to. This just helps get it up away from the camera. If you don't need TTL or whatever, you can do that. You can get it up off the camera, or you can easily use this trigger with many other cameras. You can use the Olympus trigger with any other camera for that matter with this and not have to worry about any shorting or anything like that of the sinks. Not that that would ever happen, but I suppose it's always a possibility if you don't want to get the one for that particular camera, or if they don't make one like with the Pentax. I'm not even sure Godox even makes one that works with Pentax Ricoh cameras. The Leica cameras, SL series cameras, they don't make one that works with that. You could use this method here as well, and you can put any brand trigger on here and you're only going to fire from a single point anyway, because I'm pretty sure that all of these will fire single point regardless. You could use it on the Chamonix. You can put it and connect it to this and use the Godox flashes. So anyway, guys, I just wanted to make this really short video just to get a video out there since I didn't really have anything else going on this week that I could make a video for, just sharing this little guy. It's very, very handy. So it's $10 with the hot foot. Without the hot foot, it's $13 for some reason. I don't know why it costs more than to take the hot point out, but it does have a 1/4-20 thread there. So I don't know. So if you want that version, I would suggest actually even getting one of each, and you could have a hot HOTSHOE version or not. Unless you just know that you would never ever need one that has the hot foot, just get the other version if that's so fits your needs. Other than that, that's all I have. I hope you guys had a great Thanksgiving holiday weekend, and I look forward to maybe sharing some other of my favorite things about photography in the future. Have a good holiday, guys. See you.